Whoa! Quick disclaimer before the actual episode starts. Yeah, girl made a devastating, gut-wrenching realization whilst reviewing footage. This is mainly also a disclaimer for the people also watching the episode. First of all, thank you so much. Second of all, after a certain point, there will be lipstick on my chin. I didn't realize it whilst recording the episode, but after a certain point and all the way through till the end of the episode, there will be lipstick on my chin. If it's too much to handle for your sweet virgin eyes, just close them. It's okay. It's okay. Just close your eyes or just switch over to Spotify and listen to it there. But yeah, just as a quick disclaimer, so no one has to mention it in the comments. I am now very much made aware of that. Here's the episode though. Bye. Alrighty, folks, ladies, gentlemen, gentle individuals, welcome back to the second episode of That's Essentially It with your incredibly talented, insanely gorgeous host stream. Have to make sure to include like sparkle effects in the editing. But yeah, hi guys, how's it going? I hope y'all are doing incredibly. If not, hope it gets better, right? First of all, bear with me if I can't see properly in this episode. Well, this is going to be the case for people who are like also watching this, but I don't know why, but like my glasses are off, like they're right here, they're in front of me. If I like, I'm gonna read an article, which is gonna happen today, I will be grabbing those, but like I needed a moment for my makeup because you will probably not even be able to see it, but like I was just like, I needed y'all to see it. So if I forgot the name, there's multiple, but like if I look like that squinting cat meme, y'all know what. Anyways, there's definitely background noise going to be in this, so I apologize in advance. Anyways, yeah, how have you guys been? I've been doing alright, I guess. Yeah, roundabout, right? So anyways, to cut the filler and stuff like that, first of all, moment of silence for this mug that I got off Vinted. She's cute. The back says Hello Kitty Chunky, she wants you for a best friend. Girl, when I tell you I screamed. She's so cute. I love her so much. Actually, this time there's coffee in there and I might have to like, instead of tea. I hope my throat, I hope my voice is actually like better to like hear and more pleasant to listen to than like last episode, because like, let's address some things beforehand, including this like noise. Hold on, I need to like lower the volume. I hope it's good now. But to address first things first, I will not be recording, as fun as it was, I will not be recording episodes that are like more than an hour long unless I have like an editor or some shit, because girl, when I tell you, that was hands down one of the most exhausting too, because it was actually, fun fact, it was actually 2 hours of footage. Yeah, it was 2 hours of footage that I had the pleasure of editing. Editing was really exhausting. And as fun as it was to record, and as much as I loved talking to all of you, girl, nah, I'm not doing that shit again, respectfully, right? Unless I have an editor and stuff. So I'm gonna try my best to limit myself to like 40-something-ish minutes, because I think that's roundabout a good time for a podcast episode, right? If I talk a little bit more than 40 minutes, it's fine, but like, it has to be under an hour, because I will scream. What else? So just, I guess, keep that in mind. Acting like most people would care how lengthy my episodes are. What else? Honestly, I did kind of cringe. Sometimes when like I edited the footage and like looked back on it, I just realized, and even uploaded the episode, frankly, I just got the fattest, juiciest ache from myself ever, dude. So I'm hoping that this episode I will be at least a little bit more entertaining to watch, because for me personally, girl, nah. I would have not done that. So thank you so much for everyone who actually apparently somehow roughly did stick around for like the majority of the first episode. I love you, because I would have not done that, being very honest. What else? Okay, first of all, to address the fucking shirt police or some shit. The people who are listening are not going to be able to unfortunately witness this, but today I'm wearing this very nice, like, I guess burgundy sweater thing, and I think, if I remember correctly, it says throw glitter on your mind. First, guys, listen, okay? I think I got this sweater, my mom bought it for me, I think, when I was, like, in middle school and stuff. I didn't wear it till now because, I don't know, I still kind of feel like it's cringe, but it's also kind of funny, to be honest with you. But like, I do like the fit of her, you know, like with the collar and stuff. So like, again, people who are just listening, you all unfortunately not going to be able to witness this, but like, I love her. You know what? Hell yeah, throw glitter on your mind, bro. That's how I'm gonna like start fixing every issue in my life. Parents are getting a divorce, throw glitter on it. Your dog died, throw glitter on it. But yeah, I do really like this sweater, guys. If you find it cringe, girl, brother, you're in the wrong area, okay? You're watching or listening to the wrong podcast, because cringe is my middle name, actually. Like, it's legit. It's my middle name. So just keep that in mind, okay? You're definitely watching the wrong podcast if you're like, oh my god, the sweater she's wearing is like so cringe. Bro, homie, you're in the wrong place. Anyways, what else? Girl, I love that mug so much. I guess I'll show you. I have to like move to this side real quick. Do you see? I can't even see myself. I think I don't know. I'm not pointing to her directly, but like she's in this area. That fucking advent calendar that you see that I have is, I shit you not, the only like Christmas decoration that I own in my apartment. It's bad, but like at the same time, I'm gonna actually be visiting my parents for the holidays in a bit, so like it's all good, don't worry about it. So like I didn't also like feel the need to like put up a Christmas tree or whatever, because I was just like, bro, I'm not gonna be here for like a good week and a half, so what's the point? Anyhow, so as I said, we are going to be unfortunately limiting ourselves. I'm going to try my best to limit myself to like 2 topics, and I've picked 2 out. Nothing too insane. Well, actually they are. One of them I feel like is, actually both of them are, I take back what I said. I take back everything I said. But, yeah, what else, dude? What else have I been experiencing? Hold on, let me think, because there's like definitely things. Because again, me with my notes, what else? Oh yeah, bro, holy shit. Recently I've had this, we're gonna get into the topics obviously really soon, but like recently I've like had this like crazy, like insane yearning and nostalgia for like 2016, like specific, I think like 2015-16 Vine era-ish, you know what I mean? Or like, yeah, I can't even describe it. It's just, bro, I shit you not, I think it was just my hormones before my period, but I think one day I almost like started to tear up because of it. I don't know what the fuck that is, but like, dude, I don't know, I just miss it. And here's the thing, I was born in 2004, right? So like around, I didn't calculate this, I made my calculator for me, matter of fact, but I think in like, if I remember correctly, girl, I'm so gassy again, I'm sorry. I remember, I think in like 2015-16, I was like 11. I think I was 11. So I was like this close of being a teenager during that time. But then, bro, I don't know. I think I rarely am like a jealous person. I don't really consider myself to be one. But dude, the fucking individuals that I will always, and I can promise you always, be jealous of is those who got to experience being being a teenager during that time period. Like, dude, specifically a teenager in the United States, like when like Vine was around, Coachella was like in full swing. Not that I would go to Coachella, but like just saying, what else? Just, I don't know, dude, like I miss that era, even though I was like 11 and I've never stepped foot in American soil, and nor that like seriously, nor that I plan on doing so. Why can I not speak today? Girl, those people, if you're watching or listening to this and you are, I guess they are millennials now, right? Just know I am so jealous of you. And I do not also agree with the fact that y'all are just, or majority of you, are just turning into like those beige, depressed, fucking minimalistic adults now, or like parents. I don't like y'all for that. Like, can we just like kind of go back to that era where like those fucking plasticky chokers were a thing. Oh my god, dude, all the fucking line challenges. Holy shit. Do y'all remember the like Kylie Jenner lip plumping challenge or whatever the fuck it was called? Bro, those were the times. That is the era we need to go back to. The fucking Vine era. No, but like seriously, bro, I shit you not. That's like, I have to like get to the topics, I know, but like that's like, in my opinion, we kind of did peak as a society in terms of entertainment and stuff around that time. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, granted, a lot of shit popped up that young, impressionable kids like me at the time should have definitely not seen, but like, dude, it was low-key a vibe though. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of do miss it. I kind of do miss it. Oh, dude, those were the fucking times. Just like all of the fucking fake ass kissing prank videos, just people pranking their friends and getting traumatized. Oh god, those were the times, dude. What else? The EOS lip balms, bitch. Holy shit. Dude, we need that back. I'm telling you right now, I will, granted it's not gonna be much, but I will try my best to financially support a reboot of that, because girl, let me experience that at least once in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 21 now. Please, I'm more than legal. Let me experience that shit. I beg of you. Holy shit. Anyway, so that was one thing. And then last random ass topic before I actually like get into the like cream of the crop, you know? AKA why you guys probably are actually are like listening to this or watching it. How do I describe this? Like, I had this like very not surreal experience per se, but I hope that this is like frame wise correctly, I can't speak, but I have to like try to like phrase this in a very decent manner, because some of my uni friends are probably watching this as well. But I've had this like, to be cliche, opening of my third eye, but to be realistic, I've just like had this like kind of obvious realization now that I think about it. Earlier this week, when something personal happened, right, we're not gonna get into that, but I was just low-key kind of bummed out for like 1 or 2 days afterwards, and I don't know how to describe it. Again, I know some of my uni friends are probably like listening to this. First of all, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. That's why I'm gonna phrase this as like decently as I possibly humanly can. No way, shape, or form am I like trying to like be mean to y'all or anything like that. I love you. Y'all know that. But like, and this is also not an attack, because I feel like they're not the only people to be like this. And I feel like I can kind of give off that impression as well. But like, something that I realized about like, not just uni, but like uni friends is that in university, you're gonna meet obviously like a lot of people, even if you don't intend on meeting a lot of people. And even though you can be incredible friends with them, like, and again, I'm so grateful for my friends that I've met in uni so far. Like, they're incredible. They make me laugh every single day. I love them so much. Something that I've realized, again, this is not always the case, I get that as well, but with some people in uni that you will meet and might be acquainted with or friends with, I've realized that, let me phrase it differently. I just had a hunch that with some of those people, or a decent chunk of them, you can be incredible friends. They can be incredible friends. But at the end of the day, when it comes to like emotional support and stuff like that, or like whatever, I feel like a lot of them just prefer to give you space, or just like, you know what I mean? Like, they just like give you space, which is also good, don't get me wrong, but they just like give you space, right? And kind of let you do your own thing instead of like sitting down next to you and say, oh, are you okay, whatever. And that's fine. Obviously, like, I don't have a problem. I also do that. But as I was trying to say, it's just like a realization that I had. And that's completely fine, obviously. Like, I'm not expecting people to like baby me and be like, oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay, Dream? Are you okay? Why are you crying? You know what I mean? I'm not expecting that. Like, obviously not. Absolutely not. It's just, it kind of did throw me in for a loophole that I feel like a lot of people, even though it's kind of obvious when you really think about it, I feel like a lot of people that you meet in uni, even if they are like incredible people and whatnot, and as I said, I truly cherish my uni friends beyond anything. They're great. I love them so much. I feel like a lot of the people in uni that you will meet are mainly those types of friends or people who are fun to be around, but like in terms of like emotional depth, I'm not saying they're lacking that. It's just that like it might not necessarily be clear to you, at least in the beginning. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people here, or that I've met so far in uni and stuff, they prefer to just give you your own space once you feel down, instead of like actually be like, oh, like, are you okay? You know what I mean? And that both are fine. I'm not saying that. It's just that, like, I don't know. I just like wanted to mention it because I thought that that was kind of interesting, and like for some reason I never like thought about that happening. I don't know. But as I said, no hate to my uni friends, bitches, girls, divas, queens, kings. I love all of you, right? Just wanted to bring it up because it's just hold on. It's just, again, something that I realized, as per usual with me realizing things, but at the same time, I guess what I'm trying to also say is that, like, for people who, like, might just start at uni like I have, or, like, are scared about starting uni soon, or whatever, you're going to experience that, you know what I mean? And that's okay. Just because someone prefers to give you space instead of, like, actually asking you if you're okay, that doesn't, like, make them a bad person. That doesn't, like, disqualify them as a human being and like a friend. Like, everyone deals with someone being upset differently, you know what I mean? Like, I, for instance, I'm that type of person who will, like, obviously, like, ask you, like, oh, do you want space or do you want to talk? But, like, even then I will still ask you if you're okay, you know? Like, that's just who I am. But, like, I understand that that's not the case for everyone and stuff, and that's completely fine and that's completely valid and stuff, you know? This cord is pissing me off. Anyways, but yeah, that was kind of more like a serious thing, I guess, if you will, but I just wanted to mention and stuff. Again, I'm not hating on my friends. I love you guys so much, right? Dude, I have almost 20 fucking minutes. Okay, we have to get into the topics, guys. But, am I missing anything that I wanted to mention? I don't think so. So that's it. I think for now we're gonna get into the topics. Nothing insane. As I was like saying, I'm gonna move her over here. Wait, before my iPad is whipped out, we're gonna have to like do this in a first topic of today. Anyways, so segment change into the actual shit y'all are here for. But first topic, I feel like if you're like on TikTok, or I think it was even on the news and stuff like that, you would definitely have heard about this already. But like, there and like, again, one of my uni friends, I want to shout people out. I need to start asking people for permission to use their names in this podcast because I love her so much. But she actually, like, once we were hanging out one time, she like asked me if I knew about this particular girl, and I was just like, girl, who the fuck are you talking about? It's so insane. It's so fucking insane to me. But I feel like if you're on like social media, TikTok primarily, you definitely heard about this girl. And what I'm trying to get at is that there was a case of like this, I forgot what universities, but we'll read about it in a bit. There was this like, I think Christian girl, whatever, that like it's okay. She cited Jesus Christ, aka the Bible, in her academic essay. Yes, guys, that I shit you not. When I tell you I like lost my mind, I was just like, well, it doesn't surprise me because like, obviously it takes place in the United States, but like, dude, citing, that's one thing, but her apparently also getting pissed off at the professors for like failing her, obviously, is like a completely different thing. But yeah, so like that I can't speak. That's the first topic of today. It's the girl that gave Jesus and Christ all the credit and then was like very upset and confused that she was failed on her essay. So as per usual, we have an article where I'm gonna like read to y'all about this, and I'm gonna test. This is gonna be like a fun fact. It's actually gonna be like a fucking doctor's or like eye doctor appointment for me, because I will try my best to. This is also not good for your eyes. Don't do this. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna try to read this shit without my glasses because I'm a grandma. Actually, guys, surprise. And I'm a grandma deep down my heart, and just got a shit ton of Botox and stuff. Of course, in my youth. Anyways, but first of all, I just want to like give a little disclaimer with the article that I'm going to read. That quote is pissing me off again. And that is this, unfortunately, the first article regarding this girl is unfortunately from a, I guess, Christian blog. Aww. Girl, I know people are going to be like, Dream, your sources are insane. Yeah. Hear me out. They explained I'm just going to obviously like read the like beginning part of it because like, obviously I'm not doing anything else. But, yeah. Oh my god, dude, this cord is driving me nuts. Okay. I'm already squinting. I realize I can zoom in. Okay. We're good. Let me like move. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope this is fine. This is like ASMR for you guys. Okay. I hope that's good. Anyway, so this is like by a fucking Christian blog thing called Premier Christianity, the UK's leading Christian magazine. Oh, it's a magazine. Great. Anyways, and again, the main reason why I don't want to read the rest of it is because from what I'm understanding, like they're kind of like praising her for including Jesus in this, even though it's so far off the actual topic. It's insane. So yeah, we're just gonna read the article and then I'm gonna like react, like watch some TikToks regarding it. But anyways. So the title of this says, the Christian student was given an F after citing the Bible in her essay on gender. Here is my open letter to her. We're not reading that open letter, bitch. Sorry. Oh, it was Oklahoma. Okay. No, that is correct. I can't read. I'm sorry. A University of Oklahoma student has made international headlines after she wrote keep this in mind, psychology essay. Yeah, psychology essay. Keep that in mind. Which said it was demonic to argue there were more than two genders. Samantha Fulnecki, that's crazy, we're going to talk about that name later. Samantha Fulnecki's work was deemed offensive by her instructor, who failed her and said the student should have cited empirical evidence rather than only quoting scripture. Period, first of all. Fulnecki, bro, I'm sorry that last name is crazy. We're going to talk about that later. Fulnecki pushed back by claiming her religious freedom was under threat. Classic. The university has since stated the assignment will not be factored into her final grade following mass public backlash. Okay, girl. So that's like the first thing. We're going to be talking about that. I have another thing that I'm going to read about. But first of all, dude, Fulnecki, bro? Fulnecki? Dude, having Fulnecki as like a last name is actually like insane. I mean, granted, my last name is also not insanely like spectacular per se, but bro, Fulnecki, does she just have like a fucking full ass neck, like a thick meaty ass neck, or like what is it? Oh my god, Fulnecki. I actually realized this last night, but like when I initially read this article for today's episode, but like, you know how like, I think it's mainly giraffes have this thing, like, you know how like giraffes have this thing where if they're like under attack by like a different predator or whatnot, they just start swinging their fucking necks at them. I can like, do y'all think that she tried that? Do you think that like when the professor or advisors or whatever were like failing her and like explaining to her why she was being failed, she just like started like swinging her fucking neck? Is it, oh my god, it probably would be like the fucking, I'm just gonna say the dough meme. It's like a fucking video where like this long ass piece of dough is just like being swung around, and like the fucking top quote would usually be like, oh my god, POV if I woke up as a guy or whatever, you know what I mean? I have to like insert that. That's so funny. But like, Fulnecki, dude, I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it, but bro, Fulnecki, is she like related to giraffes? Like, can we get like a DNA test on her? Because dude, her neck game must be crazy. Just like swinging her neck like a fucking ball and chain. Anyways, I have to stop. What else? Here's the thing. Dude, here's calling anything, dude, citing that the like concept of there being two genders as and referring to that as being demonic is genuinely so fucking funny to me, bro. Like that is actually that's crazy. That's actually insane. Like demonic, because here's the respectfully, I can't personally think of one like instance where like calling anything demonic makes sense or like is not funny at least, you know what I mean? Like I can't think of any examples except for like maybe like math, like physics and like chemistry and shit. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't know what y'all doing there, but that is demonic. That's the only fucking case where I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's demonic, right? Dude, this is also something that I will never understand about like people who are like transphobic, homophobic, or whatever. It's not your life. It's not your life. If someone wants to identify like anything outside of the classical like women and men like I guess spectrum, I don't really know what to refer to. Just let them. Like I don't understand when people are just like out there and they're just like, oh my god, like all these fucking trans and gay people, they're like ruining the country. Respectfully, if I remember correctly, and I heard earlier this morning, there's another school shooting that happened, I think either today or yesterday. Worry about that instead. Like seriously, worry about that shit instead of like people just identifying as like non-binary or like whatever and like using they them pronouns. I think you can handle like a simple they them. I truly believe that because like girl, I have to like not go on a rant because obviously we have another topic to cover and this one is going to be a lengthier one, like this particular one. I just don't understand. I don't understand how someone can be so fully immersed in someone else's life where they like are offended by the way they want to be addressed. That just doesn't make sense. But that's also why I don't understand why J.K. Rowling is the way that she is. What else that pissed me off regarding this? Her religious freedom was under threat. Bro. Her religious... Girl, you know what? Again, last night when I was like initially reading over this article, or like magazine, whatever the fuck you want to call it, her claiming that her religious freedom was under threat, you know what vibe that gives me? Like, remember... I don't know how many of y'all can like relate to this, but like remember like those kids in kindergarten who like you would like play with in the sand or whatever and they like pushed you too hard, so like as a form of self-defense and because you got mad you shoved them a little bit harder as well and they all of a sudden just like they run up to the teacher and be like, oh my god, Thomas pushed me, no. It's giving that. It's seriously giving that because like what do you mean your religious freedom is under threat? Diva, girl. Actually no, that's not diva. That's not diva at all. I was about to say that's meta, but that's not a word. I don't think that's a word. Her religious freedom, that's insane. What else? Yeah, this part also like really pissed me off. The fact that the university apparently, I'm just gonna read it off again. The university has since stated the assignment will not be factored into her final grade following mass public backlash. That pissed me off because, again, I'm not just saying this because, oh my god, I'm in university, I have the right to say it. It's not regarding that. It's just so fucking unfair to, like, the other poor souls that who had, like, the displeasure of being in the same class as her. The fact that they say that shit, be like, yeah, it's fine, we're not gonna, like, include that in front of grade. Is that legal? Like, can universities actually do that after receiving public... I mean, I guess they can, but like I don't know, that just like really pissed me off because if I was one of her classmates that would drive me insane. I think I would genuinely like lose my fucking shit. I would like probably drop out afterwards. Like what do you mean that doesn't like, so she just wrote bullshit and got away with it? That's essentially what it is, right? Holy fuck, that pissed me off. Anyways, also, dude, this fucking picture of her, I'll, like, put the picture that I'm, like, looking at on screen right now. Again, also, here's the thing, not to, like, be hateful, like, towards this girl's, like, physical appearance, because we don't do that in this household. Even if it's a girl who said that the concept of more than two genders is demonic. this just brought something that I like realized about like a lot of Christians is they have this like, and I'm not even talking about like the blue-eyed Christians, right? That sounds like a fucking sick-ass band name, not gonna lie. But I'm mainly referring to like just Christians in general, or most of them, those who consider themselves like Christians. You know what I mean? I'm doing quotation marks in case people who are listening to it can't hear this shit. But they have this like very like this very specific way of like looking at you with like the most piercing stare ever. That's demonic, bro. Like don't look at me like that. Like please. And it's just like it's kind of like that Miley Cyrus meme, right? But like 10 times worse and 10 times creepier. Right? Just me because like girl, that's dude, I'm being very honest, like if a fucking Christian like that, or Christian, doing quotes again, just looked at me like that, I think I would genuinely believe that they were actually possessed by the devil. So I'm not even exaggerating. Like, am I the only? I can't be the only one, because I feel like that's also the case with like Erica Kirk. Where like Candace Owens was like mentioned in like a fucking interview she did, and she was just like, I can't even replicate it, dude. That's insane. Is that like a requirement that you have to have before joining like this form of like Christianity? Doing quotes again here. You just have to like. Is that like something that like God just like tells you to do as well? Just like allegedly every other thing. Just like requirement number 1, you have to have the most piercing and scariest glare known to mankind. Holy fucking shit, bro. What else? Okay. We're gonna get into the other shit. Hold on. How long have I been done? 32? We're actually pretty good in time. I expected myself to not talk. I have to stop saying that. Of course I can talk a lot. What else? Okay. This just like apparently like, again, another shit that pissed me off. We're gonna read this other article. This one is by CBC News. Guys, don't ask regarding the fucking ways I research for this podcast, okay? Anyways, let me think. Okay, I found it. I'm just gonna read the top off again, because this also like really pissed me off when I initially like read it last night. An instructor at the University of Oklahoma has been placed on leave after a student complained that she received a failing grade on a paper that cited the Bible to assert that the belief in multiple genders was demonic. Dude, an instructor lost their fucking job over this bitch. Like, I can't. That just pisses me off so much, dude. I hate how, like, the facade of religion... We're gonna continue reading a little bit, but, like, I hate how the facade of, like, religion is, like, ruling over the states. I hate that so much, because... What do you mean? That's... Because I can guarantee you, like, people are like, oh my god, but, like, her freedom of speech is being limited. Girl... We're gonna, like, obviously watch videos regarding it. She went so far off the original task. Of course she's going to be filled. What are you talking about? Dude, the fact that this poor instructor lost their fucking job because of this girl is crazy. Holy shit, that pissed me off when I initially read it. Not even a joke. Anyways, moving on. Holy shit, that was my nail. Samantha Fulnecki, Neck Girl 2.0 at 20. Her being younger than me. I don't know what that means, girl. I don't even know how to feel about that. Hold on, let me move this closer a little bit. Ooh. Samantha Fulnecki, 20, filed a complaint with the administration, the latest flashpoint in the ongoing debate over academic freedom on college campuses amid President Trump's push to end diversity, equity, and inclusion. Dude, my glasses, I need them, but it's fine. We're pushing through this shit. Initiative. Pretend I read that right. And restrict how campuses discuss issues of race, gender, and sexuality. What else? Hold on. The school added that the failing grade, which was supposed to account for three, I'm European, 3% of full Nikki's grade. By the way, why I said European, apparently there's like a different way that apparently Americans go like this, which kind of looks cooler to be honest. It looks like I'm throwing up gang signs, but I'm German and I'm European, so this is how we do threes. If you have decent fingers in life. I feel like I look like I have sausage fingers today. I'm sorry, clip my nails. Anyways, I'm just gonna read it off again. The school added that the failing grade, which was supposed to account for 3% of full Nikki's final grade, would not affect okay, I have to calm myself. Juniors' academic standing. An investigation into full Nikki's discrimination complaint is still ongoing. Bro. I can't. That actually drives me insane. I don't even know what to be pissed off at more. The fact that she didn't receive any repercussions, or the fact that she's a junior. If she was a freshman, you could be like, okay, respectfully, she's dumb. I get it. Okay? Dude, a, a junior in college, and you just think that citing Jesus makes sense. Dude, my blood is boiling right now. It's actually insane. Okay, anyways, so that was the fucking spiel regarding. Those were like the articles, what I'm trying to get at, right? Oh, hold on. Okay. That just like drives me so insane. The fact that just a decent as like professor or lecturer or whatever just lost their job because of this girl. I can't. That just like genuinely drives me so insane. I actually can't. How long has it been? 40 minutes! Guys, I think this is gonna be a 50-minute episode, but that's fine. As long as it's like under, even by 10 minutes. If it's under like an hour, we're good. Okay, we're gonna like watch TikToks regarding it, so like stop being so close to the mic. But, that just drives me insane. But like real quick before we actually do that, as I said, dude, on like a real note, right? I truly, truly despise how the facade of religion, and that's what I'm going to refer to as, because it is a facade. These are not actual Christians in my opinion. And again, is it a bit dumb for me to say this as someone who's agnostic? Yeah, but I don't give a shit, okay? Those are not real questions. Wait, those are not real questions. Actually, no, but those are not real Christians in my eyes, okay, dude? Because like, and I feel so fucking bad because I think actual like decent humanly Christians like came out, like, not regarding this, but like regarding other things and stuff, and they were like, yeah, you guys are making us look bad, right? And I understand that a billion percent, and that's why I will like I have so much respect for the actual Christians out there, like the actual ones who like just actually like know what's in the Bible and don't do shit like this. That's crazy. And don't like complain as soon as like there's consequences to the actions, because like, bro, filing a complaint in saying that your religious freedom was under threat, bro, freedom of speech is under threat, but not that kind. Your religion legit rules over the country. Your religion. I know you're not religious, Diva, okay? Like, come on. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, that pissed me off. Again, I could talk about this topic for a long ass time, but we have a different one to cover as well, and I don't want this episode to be 2 hours like long again, because I don't want to edit that much. I love you guys, but not that much. I'm joking. Anyways, let me like, I'm like currently wondering if I should like screen record this, or if I should just like, I guess we're like screen recording. I'm screen recording the screen recording. I'm not. Anyways, so there's like some TikToks regarding it that I've saved, both on TikTok and stuff, but yeah, I'll just put it on screen as per usual, but yeah, dude, her glare is actually crazy. Okay.
I am saddened that they're offended by the truth of the gospel and the truth that I wrote about in my assignment. And it saddens me to see that that offends them and upsets them. the way it did. Jesus is always worth standing up for. And I just encourage those people that are dealing with something similar to push back against that kind of behavior. I would rather have my integrity and give my true opinion and get a 0 on an assignment than have to lie about what I really believe.
But of course she's now on Fox News. Is anyone surprised? Okay, let's talk about what actually happened. This student got a 0 on a psychology assignment. The headline says religious discrimination, but here's what the assignment actually was. Write a 650-word reaction paper to an article about gender perceptions. React to the research. Engage.
Yeah, so she like was apparently completely off material as well, dude. And like also, hold on, I'm actually gonna give my 2 cents after this. We're gonna go over it, but like there's a different TikTok I saw that like where the girl broke down why she was failed. She made some of the most insane mistakes ever, and keep in mind that she's a junior, but we're gonna get into them. I'm just gonna shut up.
Engage with the material. Here's what she wrote instead. Gender roles are divinely ordained. God made men and women with specific purposes. Accepting diverse gender expression is demonic. You can believe all that. But she didn't engage with the assignment. She didn't address the psychological research. She just rejected the entire premise without analyzing when she was supposed to analyze. Look at what the professor said. I am not deducting points because you have certain beliefs, but because your paper does not answer the questions for this assignment. Contradicts itself, uses personal ideology over empirical evidence in a scientific class, and is at times offensive. The professor went on to say that you can have your beliefs, you can even disagree, but you need to actually complete the assignment using the methodology of the course. This wasn't about the Bible, this was about not doing the work. And here's what gets me about that integrity line. She's acting like she was asked to lie. Nobody asked her to abandon her faith. They asked her to complete a psychology assignment using psychological methodology. You know what takes integrity? Engaging with ideas you disagree with, doing the work even when it's uncomfortable, following through on commitments. She refused to do the assignment, then reframed it as religious persecution. The headline says religious discrimination, but when you look at the actual assignment, what she turned in and what the professor said, it's just a student who didn't do the work. That's not prosecution. That's just how college works.
Exactly, dude. That's like exactly how like, again, I'm not saying that I'm like the most like, how do I say this? I'm not like, again, I am a freshman. I'm a babe, okay? But bro, give me a second, hold on. But dude, again, we're gonna go over this a little bit, but like, she went so far off the task. The audacity for her to blame the professor is crazy, bro. Like, that is, it's like kind of like giving if you work at like a cafe and you like accidentally order the wrong drink, you know what I mean? Because like you have anxiety and shit like that, and like you just like forget to over memorize shit. Just me, cool. But and then you just like blame the barista for like getting your order wrong. It's the exact same thing, just like tremendously worse, you know what I mean? Like, it's insane. But like, hold on, we need to like go back to like the beginning and stuff like that, because like there was like things that I really wanted to mention and stuff.
I am saddened that they're offended by the truth of the gospel and the truth.
Why is it that like with every Christian, why is it with like something that you will, I shit you not, almost always like see or like hear about these types of people? It's just like oh my god, I'm sorry that they feel offended by the truth. Bro, you like completely ignored the guidelines your professor gave you for the essay. Why are you talking? That has nothing to do with your beliefs. Girl, what the fuck? Hold on. Dude.
It saddens me to see that that offends them and upsets them the way it did. Jesus is always worth standing up for, and I just encourage them. Jesus is
we always stand up for, bro. Why are you standing up for him either? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why are you standing up for Jesus?
People that are dealing with something similar to push back.
Dude, saying also just, we're gonna move on. Obviously, don't worry. Oh my god, I've always been talking for so long. But like, also, dude, I love how I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna talk for that long. This episode's gonna be an hour long. I can already sense it, but it's fine. Dude, say also, dude, like using the phrase anyone, like or like, how do I say, I think, hold on, what did she say? Using the phrase something like, oh, anyone who's going through a similar thing, that makes it seem like you're like at a counseling session for like Alcoholics and Anonymous, you know what I mean? And that's like your fucking introduction. That's what I assume with what you just said, you know what I mean? Not that, girl, and not with like citing Jesus. Like, I don't, what does she even mean by that? What does she even mean by that? Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, okay, anyhow. My neighbor's dog is barking. I hope you're definitely gonna hear that. What else, divas? Oh my god, dude, yeah, there's another one. Hold on. So we're just like jumping through TikToks because I have another topic to cover, but yeah.
I just did the assignment and turned it in, and I talked about the Bible in it. That is, I view all of my opinions in the world through the Bible.
Dude, why are these people like this? Why are y'all like this? I don't get it. Dude, viewing... I'm actually speechless. I don't even know what to say, dude. Just like... I just know that that's like, hands down, probably such an exhausting life. To like view every single... Or like base your entire life on a Bible and stuff like that. And not even that, like, every time you ask for advice, like, if it's something you can't do, if you, like, can't cook a certain food, do you just, like, open the Bible and just hope that Jesus has a fucking recipe in there randomly for, like, buttered chicken or some shit? Is that what she means? Just Anyways, we're just gonna move on.
Samantha Fulnecki is a junior at OU. She says when she submitted an essay reacting to an article for her psychology class, she got a 0. The graduate instructor, who is transgender, was the one grading it. They called it offensive.
That legit has nothing to do with it, though.
And said it lacked...
Dude, seriously, though. That... I hope... Dude, I'm holding this mug like the fucking... I don't know why. I have a hunch that, like, I'm holding this like the fucking Yandere Def meme. I'm just gonna, like, put on screen where he's just, like, holding that fucking thing up. Guys, I'm sorry. If you're listening to this, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But... back to the actual topic, dude, because I have to speed this shit up. But it's so weird how they like are including the fact that the like lecturer is like transgender, because that has, believe it or not, that has nothing to do with it. Like, if I was like grading her shit and I saw the mistakes that she made, which again we'll get into, same thing, like same exact thing, like her lecturer being transgender has legit nothing to do with this. Legit 0. So I feel that's a little strange that they brought it up, but it's America. What do you expect? Anyways.
And said it lacked empirical evidence.
I gave my opinion, and...
Noted opinion. I have to shut up. Dude, we're going to talk about this.
Like, the Bible says that God created male and female, and anything that's not from God or glorifying to God is glorifying to the enemy.
To glorify to the any time a Christian uses the term enemy or like the word, when I tell you, it makes me want to like laugh so hard, because like with what I imagine as like enemy is just like, this is a very old ass example, and because I actually haven't played the game in a hot minute, but like I don't know, fucking if you're playing like Team Fortress 2 or some shit, or like Call of Duty or whatever, and the opposing team is like your enemy or whatever, that makes sense. That's immediately what I imagine. So like, is that what she means? Like, dude, honestly, with all the fucking gun laws, that might be what she means, right? Or lack of gun laws, sorry.
Excerpts of the essay. She says, society pushing the lie of multiple
Society, that's
demonic,
crazy.
and believes it's against God's will.
That's what I meant by that, the demonic thing, is that I didn't mean for that to be offensive, but the truth will naturally offend people, and so I think that's why people are kind of viewing that.
Dude, what do you mean by truth? What do you mean by... Samantha, Fulnecki girl, what do you mean by the truth? Like, what truth? It's like, I don't get why they always bring truth into this. Cause like, what do you mean by truth? This actually is like so confusing to me.
As offensive.
So, Would you have a problem having a transgender teacher?
I wouldn't, not if they if they're able to separate their
Yeah, see? Bro! Oh my god. They see, so she can use. So they can so Christians can use they them pronouns. Oh my god, guys, a revolutionary fucking thing was just discovered. Christians know what they them pronouns are and they can use them. That's insane.
their kind of beliefs and things from grading, then I don't, really care who my professors are.
She was supposed to be graded on whether there was an understanding of the article, whether it was a clear reaction, and whether the main ideas were organized in a coherent discussion. She got a 0 out of 25 points and filed a complaint against OU, claiming her religious freedom was violated. That instructor's been put on administrative leave.
Dude, if I was a fucking instructor and I lost my fucking job because a student of mine couldn't read, couldn't read the assignment and what they were supposed to do, and or didn't actually think it was reasonable to do, to actually do the task, and that's the reason I lost my job, when I tell you, I think I would sue the president. I think at that point, I would sue Donald Trump. I'm being very honest, because what? Also, dude, regarding when the question, random ass question, by the way, irrelevant question, but when it was asked, oh, do you would you mind if one of your professors was transgender? Legit has nothing to do with her case, but I digress. The way she was phrasing it in a specific way, you could tell that she actually wanted to say different things, but she just kind of stepped back and she's okay, this is gonna be on television. I can't just be my true self, you know what I mean? Anyways, moving on from that though, we're gonna hold on, give me a second. We need to break this down. I've been yapping for an hour, guys. It's bad. Okay.
They only failed her because she mentioned Christianity. I'm about to dissect her essay and tell you what is wrong with it grammatically. This is a sentence fragment. The period is not inside the quotation mark. The word woman is used 3 times in this sentence, followed by a sentence fragment. This is a sentence fragment. This is a sentence fragment. The period's not in the quotation. The period's not in the quotation mark. You also don't need a period there. The period's not in the quotation mark. You also don't need a period there. This is a fragment. This is not referring to anything specific. This is just insane. I do not want kids to be teased or bullied and schooled. However, this is such a run-on sentence. This is a run-on sentence. This entire thing are 2 sentences. I didn't mention Jesus once. Go fuck yourself.
Dude, that is actually insane. She made such I was going to say middle school mistakes, but I'm also not the best, so I can't really judge her on that. But something that I found interesting. Here's the thing, granted, maybe it the actual lecturer or whatever, or advisor did tell them that they had the right of way to do this. So I'm not gonna quote on it. It's just something that I found really strange. It's because from my understanding, if you're writing an academic essay, you should genuinely try to refrain from using I. Is that not a thing? Again, quote me if I'm wrong, right? But I feel with a lot of the cases that we have, with a lot of essays you might write, professors and lecturers make it very clear to not, I guess, include yourself in the essay, right? I mean, I don't know, maybe this instance it was fine and stuff, but that's what I noticed and stuff. But yeah, dude. So I think that's all I'm gonna say regarding this. It's just, I just find it so insanely upsetting that someone can just spew bullshit like that and then just get away with it. Because what do you mean? She didn't get any punishment. She legit got away scot-free from just anything. I'm not obviously saying that she should be removed from the university. That's not what I'm saying. But bro, no repercussions doesn't make sense. And here's the thing. I also feel because of the fact that a lot of instances like that where people just don't receive repercussions even though they pull shit like this, right? it causes them to gain such a gigantic, like, overflowing ego and like things like that, where like they just think, okay, I can get away with anything. I can get away with anything. I can get away with being transphobic, homophobic, anything, as long as I pull the my religious freedom is under threat card. You know what I mean? And that's just so. Again, that's a fucking discussional topic for a different day. But like, and again, I do have one more topic to talk about, so I can't like discuss it too in depth now. But like, all I'm saying is, fuck that. Fuck people who think like that. It's crazy how she's a junior and she thinks that like that's reasonable to do. But anyhow, so moving on to the last topic of this episode. How much have I been talking? It's been an hour, guys. Notice how I'm like saying this. I mean, this is gonna just like be, I think, a quick one for the most part, because it's just like something that I like realized like while scrolling on TikTok as per usual, and just like it fucked my brain up really badly, because I was just like, what the fuck? And it is, anyways, so first of all, subject switch. I need a fucking sound effect for that, I guess. But last topic of today's episode is, or are, AI content creators. Now, Dream, you might be like, Dream, what are you talking about? Is that like Lil Michaela? No, I'm not talking about Lil Michaela. By the way, guys, if you like remember her, thank you, because otherwise that reference doesn't make sense. No, but like seriously, anyways, I'm not talking about Lil Michaela. We're not talking about her. I shit you not, but like the obviously AI, we don't need to like, I don't need to tell y'all what AI is, but like for some reason it kind of scared the living shit out of me when I was like scrolling through TikTok a few nights ago, and I like started seeing these like content creators that just like very clearly looked AI generated. And I was like, holy shit, like this is actually crazy, because they had like entire profiles, they had personalities and shit like that, kind of similar to what Lil Michaela had, but like just 10 times scarier in my personal opinion. And I think the most devastating part about it is the fact that when I looked at the comments, or at least for one of them, very little people knew that it was AI. People were like, oh my god, girl, I love how you look, whatever. We're gonna get into that, right? But again, this is not not a fucking, it's not gonna be an insanely long segment like the first one is. But like, I just wanted to bring it up as well, because like, when I tell you I was like shocked beyond comprehension when I initially saw that, like, we're cooked, guys. Respectfully, I think we need to like start having classes for people to like be able to recognize AI so quickly, because like, guys, please, just please, like, we need to do that. Okay, so I picked out two. Let me like, give me a second. I need to go in my folder over here. Okay, hold on, let me like screen record this shit. Okay, so the first girl, big heavy quotes on that one. I think her TikTok handle is, wait, hold on, what is it called? It's not Mia Kep. It's accurate because it's actually not a real girl, but she has, guys, this supposed girl has over 100K followers, 151,000 to be specific, right? I can't. Okay. And first of all, here's the thing. Her profile picture looks... It doesn't, dude. The background... I was about to say, oh, it looks real enough. It doesn't. That is so obviously... It's the fucking lamp. Not even to, like, pull out the fucking dream thing where it's like, oh my god, the lamp started to look weird. It's not that, dude. The lamp literally looks AI generated. So I feel like that's how he... And, like... It's just so bizarre. But anyways, so, like... I think they just like make the content and stuff. We're just gonna watch some because I have to be hurrying up in this case. Hold on. Dude, it's so bad. It's so fucking... It just, when I tell you I got full body chills, mainly because of the sound as well, but like... Hold on, I need to like lower the volume so I can like psychoanalyze this shit. But like her, like how do I describe, like, her movements are just like so, it feels like there was a constant cut in between each frame, you know what I mean? It just looks so weird. And when she, like, towards the end, hold on, when she, like, comes closer to the camera and, like, just, like, kind of bends over, there's, like, this weird pause, and it just, like, it's so obviously AI generated, dude. Like, it's insane. It's just so fucking creepy, dude. Try to make something special today, dude. It's so, oh, I'm getting full body chills. But like I said, dude, this video has 300,000 likes, dude. 300,000. That is crazy. And yeah, the saddest part is a lot of people don't even realize that it's AI. Well, the first person here, but like, look at this, dude. It's just people like praising her and stuff like that, and it's like, it's so, it's insane how most people don't even realize that it's AI. It's so fucking creepy. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow, you're stunning. And this person liked it. I don't know, hold on, who is this person? It's an actual legit girl. That's crazy. It's so fucking bad, dude. Like, legit, no one, it's funny. It's honestly, what? Oh, guys, speechless. What did you get the outfit? Wow, she's beautiful. You know, it's just crazy. I think the first people, like, don't realize, here's the thing, like, the first person, I think there has been, like, 2 people. Keep in mind, this comment section is, like, filled with 372 comments. 2 people have said that it's AI. 2. Out of the hundreds of comments, that is, guys, we're cooked. If this shit fools people, we're cooked. I'm telling you straight up. Because it's, like, so obvious. Because, like, when you go on to, this is, like, a common factor that I've noticed with, like, because it is, like, predominantly, shocker, it is, like, predominantly, like, female content creators, quote unquote. Their bodies are just, like, so idealized, and that's, I feel like, another giveaway. They just have, like, giant fucking boobs and, like, curvy ass bodies. Like, for instance, with this one, it's so obviously AI. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. It's so, and also I feel like her proportions change in certain videos. Like, she kind of looks different in these 2 videos. Or am I just, like, losing my mind? I don't know. Dude. It's just, it just gives me full body chills, dude. It's so fucking, I don't even know what to say. Oh yeah, this is another bit. This is also where you can, I feel like, tell. You see that? Just, like, look at her eyes, dude. It's so obviously AI generated. Her hair is, like, too perfect. It's too, like, smoothed out, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. The glitch in the eyes, yeah. But yeah, it's just, I shit you not, it's just, like, one person who has, like, so far noticed that it's AI. And again, this video has 300,028 likes. That's insane, dude. And, like, 512 comments. Like, most of them, I shit you not, are just, like, praising her and, like, glazing the shit out of her. And not even realizing it's AI. And the problem is, it's so obvious to people like me. And I'm not saying that I'm insanely good at spotting AI, because, like, your girl is sometimes fooled, not gonna lie. But, like, this is so obviously AI, and it's, like, terrifying, you know what I mean? Because, like, guys, we are absolutely cooked if fucking companies or whoever's behind this like account like can fool so many people. Like, she has so many fucking followers. It's crazy. It's insane. Fucking hell, that's scary. Anyways, also that was the main girl I wanted to talk about, or main girl. But I also found this account. Her name, she just popped up. I think her name is, I think Luna Rain or some shit like that. But again, profile picture. I think this one is even more obvious that it's AI. Like, it is so obvious. And again, this is the first initial video I saw. Like I said, like, just look. They kind of look This is also something I realized. They kind of look identical towards I can't speak. They kind of look identical, right? Same like stylized bodies, similar facial features, gigantic fat ass boobs, curvy-ish bodies, like something. I feel like in the background though, like, hold on, I don't know. Let me look. There's like this weird thing right there. I'm just gonna like zoom in right here. I don't know if that's like, I think that's another glitch. I don't know. But yeah, that's the first initial video I saw of her. But like, there's multiple. It's so obviously AI too, dude. It's insane. The way dude, it just freaks me out. Ugh, it just like freaks me out. Her eyes just like, it just looks so fucking weird, dude. This fucking video has 3 million. Holy fuck balls, dude. What the fuck? I just thought it's a force of habit. But 3 million, that's insane. I mean, granted, they could just be like buying likes, but like judging by how oblivious the comments are, I do not believe that they are. This is so fucking bad. Okay. I think some people are like, at least with this account, they are kind of realizing, because the top comment is, this is for you, everyone who believed the video. Yeah, okay. So that, they're saying it's AI, which is true. This one, I feel so smart. Exactly, dude. I hate 2025. That's for why we're so cooked. People wake up. Okay, with this one that has 3 million likes, at least people are realizing that it's AI, right? Please call me, that's just gross. Yeah, the mirror. Yeah, okay. So I'm not insane. Oh my god, dude, she just oh my god, she grows 3 legs. Holy shit, hold on, dude. Oh my god. That's so scary. If you're just listening to this, like, there is a certain like frame like within the mirror of this video where this girl just grows 4 legs. Oh my god, just think about it. It's so oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I just have like full body chills just now. That's so fucking scary. What the fuck? So the mirror thing actually is a giveaway. Okay. But yeah, for instance, she actually has like more followers than the previous girl. She has like 334,000. That's insane, dude. That's insane. Yeah, but okay. So like, again, nothing really that I wanted to like talk about. It's just that I wanted to bring it to your attention because it's insane. And I find it insanely sad how oblivious people are to AI just in general. Because like, I mean, I get it. Sometimes AI videos can be funny, but like, I personally try to like avoid liking them because, oh dude, that just gave me full body chills. Like that, I think that's gonna like be in my memory for like the rest of the day. That was actually so scary, dude. Like, I shit you not. That is terrifying, dude. Dude, just that image of the fucking AI thing just growing 4 legs in the mirror. Bro, no. I can't. That is actually, oh, I hate that. Okay, no, okay. But we're like, the reason why I like wanted to talk about it, like aside from just like, I guess bringing awareness to it, is because, dude, it's insane how oblivious people in the comments are. And that's why I actually like wanted to talk about it, because I was just like, that's more insane to me than the actual video itself, right? Because like, to me personally, again, it's so obviously AI that it's actually painful when people like say, oh, it's not AI, guys. Or like, oh my god, they're just like glazing the shit out of these supposed girls. it's insane. So that's why I mainly wanted to bring it up, just like be aware of that factor. I feel like I do agree. I feel like we do as a society should like create, not create, hold on, there's a hair on my mic. But like I feel like we should like, oh my god, we should like, how do I just say this? There should be like master classes for like how to avoid AI or something like that. Not avoid, but like to like distinguish AI, because like for me personally, again, it's like quite obvious. But like I don't know how it's not obvious for people. I guess they don't care, but I feel like it's also because of all like, maybe it's linked also to like all the brain rot that you might see, like the tung 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 sahut memes and stuff like that. Even dude, I think just shit like that just like causes us to like be even more oblivious to AI, but at the same time, it's painful, dude. I feel like we need, as a society, we definitely need to like regain control again, because like, what do you mean videos like that fool thousands, if not millions of people, even though it's so obviously AI generated? Like, it's crazy. It's insane. But again, as I said, I just like wanted to bring it up because I find that fucking insane, like insane, bizarre, everything. Girl, that fucking freeze frame, that might actually be the thumbnail. We'll see. I'll have to think about it. That fucking freeze frame of that AI generated girl just growing 4 legs. I think that's genuinely like, that's so scary, dude. I have to stop thinking about it. It's actually insane. But I think that's it regarding that topic. I just wanted to like talk about it because fuck, that's scary. So like, what my, I guess, message regarding that particular one is just, please be careful, guys. Please, like, before like liking something or engaging with something or commenting a certain like creator or whatever, I guess make sure that they're not AI generated, or like, okay, maybe that should be the message. I feel like the message in itself should just be maybe start learning how to differentiate AI better. You know, I feel like that could just help us better ourselves as a society a lot more than like anything else. So just like keep that in mind. But yeah, so I think that's roundabout it. That ties together with everything that I wanted to talk about. How long? Oh girl, it's been 113. That's actually not that bad. Like there's like cuts I have to still make in this video, but it's fine. Anyways, but like 1 hour, dude. Holy shit. Anyways, but yeah, so I think that's roundabout it. So thank you so much, ladies, gentlemen, gender individuals, for popping in and listening to or watching the second episode of That's Essentially It. Please follow me as per usual to what am I talking about? Please follow me on, or not please, I'm not begging. But you can gladly follow me on platforms such as Spotify, YouTube, what else do I have? Oh, TikTok, the fucking That's Essentially a Podcast TikTok account. And what else do I have? Oh yeah, my personal Instagram, right? And my personal Instagram is stream.zip_, just a little sneaky self-promo in there. Yeah, I think that's roundabout it. So thank you so much for like low-key the decent amount of support for the first episode, because I would have not watched it. Like, I'm being very honest in this case. I would have not done that. And I hope this episode was at least a little bit more entertaining to watch than the first one, because I actually tried to be funnier this time. Probably failed miserably. We'll see. If you wanna, please feel free to like follow me on all the things that I listed earlier, right? If not, no pressure, that's completely fine. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode, hopefully. This might actually be the last episode of the year. Like I said, I'm gonna visit family, we'll see, but it might be. So if that is the case, just gonna say it early enough. Happy early New Year. If you celebrate Christmas, I don't personally, but like if you celebrate it, Merry early Christmas. Holy fucking shit, that's crazy. But yeah, just all those things, and I will probably see you in New Year's, like after New Year's, but we'll see. Yeah, so thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next episode, but until then, that's essentially it.